I want to bring in Clarissa Ward, who covers Asia for ABC News, because you went to some of the most inaccessible, difficult regions, and you saw some things that both inspired and haunted you, I know.
That's right, Diane. I mean, just scenes after scenes of death and destruction. It's almost hard to convey with words the scope of this devastation.
Pushing up Japan's coast, a series of surreal landscapes. Boats swept miles inland, ships tipped on their side.
Now, the ocean is actually just under a mile in that direction, but looking behind me, you would never imagine that because huge swaths of this town are still completely submerged underwater. And of course, it's impossible to know just how many people died here until that water recedes.
The Japanese army is just starting to come in to help, but for most aid workers, it is a logistical nightmare, hampered by roads, blocked by debris. The Japanese Red Cross tells us radiation concerns have not impacted their operations, but every radiation scare means more evacuees, more people without homes. There are simply so many people who need so much help. Residents improvising tools for survival. A man cutting into this drum so it could be used to boil water. And a bucket brigade, villagers in a line working together to have some clean water. At this makeshift shelter, we meet 81-year-old Kaneo Carino. I couldn't see my wife anywhere, he tells me, and then she came to the surface, so I grabbed her hair and pulled her onto the log. 26 hours later, they were rescued by a helicopter. As we flew away, I looked down and I saw that the entire village was gone, he says. I have no idea if anyone else is alive. It's one of many sad stories. Still, people find solace in sharing their experiences and come up with ways to pass the time, savoring small pleasures, lucky to be alive.
And of course, one of the other challenges facing these aid workers is just the enormous amount of aftershocks we've been experiencing. Literally, sometimes every 5 or 10 minutes, and every time there's an aftershock, there's always the fear there'll be another tsunami.
And we should say again, it is freezing here and freezing at night. So for people to survive at all is so tough without electricity. And those roads were cracked in places as you tried to travel.
Roads cracked, trees blocking the way, landslides, incredibly difficult terrain to navigate, Diane.
All right, Clarissa, thank you. Good to have you with us here in Tokyo tonight.